Hiya guys, how are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well. I'm back with another reading today, this time on Chris Proudfoot. This is a general energy reading on the night of the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers. Okay, we get some notes. Chris Proudfoot is married to Katie Proudfoot. He's a stepdad to missing Sebastian Rogers. Married 5 times previously to Katie. Before Katie, sorry. He, at the time of Sebastian going missing, was in a custody battle with one of his ex-wives, Nina Gomez, mother to his child Faith. Nina Gomez went on a YouTube channel called Trev Time and gave a very damning version of her story as regards to what happened with her and Chris during their marriage. She claimed he was a violent bully, even one time busting her lip open, and a manipulative, verbally aggressive man. She also discussed handing serving papers to him during this interview. Also, there is court records that Nina Gomez has against him. This is all public information that is already out there for the public to see. Now, I haven't added in the court number or court documents here because obviously you can do your own research on that. It'd just take too long. He was also ordered by the court to take a few parenting and anger management classes. Now, I find that very interesting because if you watched the video yesterday on Katie Proudfoot, I actually had the anger management card come out. Now, this is all research I've done today. I didn't know about the parenting classes or the anger management ones. There's also allegedly a restraining order to keep him away from his biological daughter, Faith. Apparently, on the night of the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, he was working as a crane operator at St. Jude's building on a construction site in Memphis, 4 hours away from his family home at the time. He previously worked in the military, could explain the authoritarian parenting style. He spoke on a Nancy Grace interview that he hit Sebastian with a belt because he caught him lying. He said, and this is his words, not mine, "I gave him a squat with a belt on his buttocks on the outside of his clothes. One swat having this happened several years ago. One time and one time only." Really? So let's get this into some kind of perspective here. Sebastian at the time was 15 years old when he went missing. He claims this happened several years ago. So how old was Sebastian then when this happened? Let's just think about that one. Also, if you can openly admit on a Nancy Grace interview that you did this, what else have you done? Can you really believe he did this the one time? After all that I've just explained about this despicable man, allegedly. He also called Sebastian and by the way, I hate this terminology and I don't like to use it, but this is his words, not mine. He called Sebastian a retard and constantly made fun of him, sources have said. This is a 15-year-old autistic boy here we're talking about, guys. It's mind-blowing. And I'd tell you something, I'm already starting to feel angry before I've even started the reading. And I'll tell you something now, when I'm channeling, I pick up all kinds of symptoms. So the symptoms I'm currently feeling is a racing heart, panicky, and I've also feel Sebastian, when he were around him, had some incontinence issues as well. Bladder and bowel here. Okay, so just to put it in perspective, that if I seem to be acting a bit unusual, it's because I'm channeling here. Also, before I did this interview, I was sat outside having a cup of coffee, and I looked out at the sky while I was having my coffee, and there was a lovely rainbow. So I took that as a sign that Sebastian is around me in spirit form right now. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the cards. So I've got the Crime Scene mystery deck. Now, I don't have much faith in these cards because I've pulled some before on other cases, and they're not very reliable, but we'll just see. Also, if my hair's a bit of a mess, I've just washed it, so you have to excuse me, guys. And again, it's terrible weather here in the UK again. I'm absolutely frozen. I've got my woolly jumper on. Right, let's see what we've got. So straight away. Okay, let's see. Oh, rugs may be an important factor in this case, and I have mentioned it from word go that every time I tap into Sebastian's energy, I feel very lightheaded, confused, and really foggy. I'm checking, guys, as well, because like I just said, I'm really tapping into his energy here, and I feel like this man's scared the living daylights out of him. Lies, deception, and a potential cover-up. Oh, I know it. Okay, so yeah, these cards are actually on point today. Right, I'm getting into the True Crime Oracle here. This is going to be another long one, guys, because I really want to dig in deep here and do Sebastian justice. Spirit, can you give me a couple of cards on the energy of Chris Proudfoot on the night of Sebastian's disappearance, please? Thank you. This is funny because I did have, on a previous video, an alien card, I think, or something like that. I can't really remember, but it's something to do with aliens. So I have dismemberment, which I really hope that's not the case, but I have to trust what Spirit's telling me. I have serial killer. With this card, I'm feeling there's a potential here, allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only. I think he does have the ammo to potentially become one. Now, it's interesting because I did mention his background is military. Look at this card. So that's my confirmation here that I'm tapping into the energy. Outer space. With this card, I'm just feeling like people think he's just disappeared into thin air. Like an alien's come along and abducted him. That's what I'm feeling from this card. Now, this is an interesting card. Life insurance. I don't know if they took out a life insurance on Sebastian, but it's certainly interesting if they did. It shows a couple here and a child. So what I'm seeing from this card is Chris Proudfoot, Chris Proudfoot and Sebastian Rogers. Okay. Right. Let me get into what lies beneath. So interesting first couple of cards here. I do feel a little bit sickly as well, guys. Just bear with me. Okay, what else do we need to know regarding the night of Sebastian's disappearance? Give me the cards on Chris Proudfoot's energy, please, Spirit. Thank you. Chris Proudfoot's energy on the night. Spirit, we really want some answers to this case now. Anything to help us, please. Okay, let's see what we've got. Depression. Tired of drama. Keeping you a secret. And burning evidence. Okay. So the depression card I'm feeling is Katie Proudfoot, how she was feeling at the time. I feel she was suffering from mental health, fatigue, burdens, and I think everything just got on top of her. And this is not a sympathy, by the way. This is no sympathy. This is just what the card's telling me. Tired of the drama. I think she could well have been tired of the drama. I think dealing with someone like Chris Proudfoot would be very draining, very tiring, and, well, let's just say a man with this type of personality, yes, they can be very dramatic and cause a lot of drama. Now, keeping you a secret. I'm feeling here she didn't discuss Sebastian that much. Yeah. What I mean with friends, if she had any friends, colleagues. I think she kept him very on the low down. But I'm also feeling here, this is a potential affair. She's keeping quiet about. Now, burning of evidence. I see a book here. I'm wondering if Sebastian kept a diary. And wrote down everything that were going on in his diary. That could have been a key to solving this case. Certainly brought some charges against Katie and Chris Proudfoot for sure here. Or this would have been neglect and abuse. There'd have been some charges brought against them for sure. I feel like he wrote things down in a diary. I think they came across it. Whatever happened to him on that night, and they burnt it. Interesting cards. Okay, let's get the broken mirrors. Could even be a burning of the life insurance document. As I think you can still claim life insurance even without a body, I think. I may be wrong. But maybe that would have looked even more suspicious as well. If there was a life insurance taken out on Sebastian, that's a big motive. One of the family members has got life insurance out on Sebastian. Right, Spirits just told me it could be the biological dad, Seth Rogers, taking out life insurance on him. Okay. I think he's in with the authority as well. I think he's a police warden or something. I'll have to double check that. But definitely working with authority, in the line of authority. And I think Katie Proudfoot as well did something in the military. It does sort of make me wonder if there's a bit of a cover-up. Allegedly speaking. You know, authorities are protecting authorities. Crying nostalgia, missing you. Thinking of you. Distractions, temptation, always busy, kept you waiting. Rock bottom, karma, legal issues, life falling apart. Let's have one more card for the burning of evidence. Well, I hope he does go to jail. Sorry, but I do. Just one card, please. So I'm thinking here, while he were working away in Memphis, he were hardly at the family home. I think he were being a little busy bee. with the opposite sex. Oh, thanks, but I really didn't want to know that. Okay. The depression card that I just showed you earlier, under this is thinking of you, crying, nostalgia and missing you. I feel in here she could have regret. She could be missing Sebastian. Looking back at the happier times, happier memories here. That's what I'm feeling with this card. This card speaks for itself. Oh, I think you are. I think you were messing about. Karma. That's an interesting, isn't it? Karma. I do believe in karma. What comes around goes around. Jail and legal issues. Well, I've just mentioned legal issues and life falling apart. Well, I'm sorry to say this, but I hope his life is falling apart. Because regardless of what you did to Sebastian, whether you were responsible for what happened to him, you made his life misery. You made his life a misery, so you deserve all that is coming to you. Desire. Sorry guys about this. Self-pleasure, sexual thoughts and intense feelings. I'm not going to say anything else on that one. Okay. I'm going to get into the path of shadows now. I want some cards on exactly what Chris Proudfoot's about. Do you know what, guys? I'm sorry, but I'm seeing here with this desire thing and distractions. I'm kind of feeling here that there were swinners. Sorry, but that's the thought that's just been put into my head. Ugh. Right. They're into some filthy stuff. This poor child. Alright, give me some cards on the energy of Chris Proudfoot. I mean, in the army, serial killer. I think, did he kill some people in the army? In the military? Okay. Oh. Boogeyman. Haunted house. Mystic swamp. Right, sorry guys, just have to look for something. What is it? Right. I've got cards everywhere. This is it. Right. It'll make sense in a minute. Okay. Mystic swamp, Deep, dark waters, our reflection you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. This suggests to me that he's in water. Don't know if you can see that very well. Mystic swamp. Deep. Go deep. Right, we've got haunted house. Within these haunted walls, secrets reside. Ghosts are just memories that will never die. Interesting. Yeah, the house does hold a lot of secrets, I believe. If, as that saying, if the walls could speak. Interesting. Boogeyman. As life unfolds and shadow overpowers light, will my innocence be left untouched? Oh my lord. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, I think he did see Chris Proudfoot as the boogeyman. Right, so the book I was looking for, I've actually got this. And it is my tarot journal on my own readings. It's a book of wisdom and it's a book of hidden knowledge. Now, look at the burning evidence card. Now look at this. That's a book. A diary. I'm definitely feeling here. He kept a diary of what was going on. I didn't hidden knowledge. And I think it would have broken this case if it hadn't been burnt. Okay, right. Let's get into the tarot. I'll just take a drink. Okay. It's actually called a Grimoire book. It's this, and I've got it. I'm not saying that the diary was specifically a Grimoire book. I'm just saying Spirit's given it as a reference, as a kind of diary he kept. Have some cards on Chris Proudfoot, please, to deepen his knowledge of what happened on the night of Sebastian Rogers' disappearance, please. So got the 6 of Wands in the reverse, which is bad news. Ill will. Misfortune, betrayal, disadvantage, loss and failure. Something around money as well here. I'm feeling something around money. change of events with the Wheel of Fortune. In the upright position, it would have been a change in events. In the reversed, it's unchanged. Things are changing. Transformation will take place with difficulty, but it will be done anyway. Delayed progress, setbacks. I'm feeling this is talking about the case in general. It doesn't seem to be getting any clearer as to what happened, who's responsible, what happened to him, or anything. It's just at a standstill. Like time stood still. Three of Wands, making plans, new experiences, looking to other horizons, planning, progressing, self-confidence, freedom, success, looking to the future, and moving abroad. Foresight. Is this what they were planning to do then? With Sebastian out where we can do this and we can do that and we can go places and we can travel and we can go to all the places we've ever wanted to go, and do all the things we wanted to do. And they felt that there would be success in doing this. That they'd be the people they used to be, whatever that looks like to them. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Completion, achievement, fulfillment and success. I'm sorry, abundance. I'm seeing money here. I can't help thinking of this card. You think they could cash in on this and then live happily ever after? Alright, before I discuss anything else, let's get further into this. See what else we've got. Look into the future. Yeah, because I certainly seem to be having a good time when they were flipping at Yogi Bear in that RV van he has. I mean, who does that when your child's missing? Oh, and they were seen at a restaurant having a meal. Me personally couldn't even stomach looking at food. There's something not right here. I mean, and this, guys, is very soon after they disappeared, this. It's not even like they waited. I mean, that's callous to me. I wouldn't even be able to live my life if I were in that position. I have 4 children myself. Sickens me, it does. Dear me, these cards are good. Okay, so we have the charity. Oh no, why is it? Come out my mouth, sorry guys. So the chariot in the reverse talks of lack of direction, lack of control, and the inability to move forward is a chariot. I don't know why I keep saying charity. I'll come back to that, guys. So here it says general disorder, illness, dangerous lack of control. Oh, danger of a violent accident, bad news, fatigue, tactlessness, misbehaviour, restless activity. So I'm seeing here from this card that maybe Sebastian on that night was acting out. Not intentionally, due to his autism, and I've said previously that if an autistic child has a very, very, very busy day, they get overwhelmed, where they can't self-regulate. It takes them so long to self-regulate because there's a sensory overload going on. So I am feeling him. She was tired. She spent the day with him. She just wanted to relax. He were playing up because of her tiredness and because of their personality, really. I think they were intolerant anyway to start with. It was just a tipping point, and it led to some kind of violent accident here. I'm saying, just alone with this card. Seven of Cups. They were living in fantasy world when he disappeared. They thought they had all these choices. They could go here, they could go there, they could go everywhere, they could be free again. But the reality is, there's poor choices because of what they did. There's a lack of choice. There's lack of opportunities and lack of options because they were living in a fantasy world. Well, I don't feel sorry for them one bit. Not at all. That's on you. Sorry guys, I'm getting really passionate about this. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Opposition, false love, nonsense, misunderstandings, uncertainty that causes fear of a bad experience. Unhappy couple. Unhappy couples. I do think this was another motive behind what happened to Sebastian. They thought he was coming in the middle of them. Yeah. I think they felt like in their warped minds that he was doing this kind of thing on purpose to stop him having a happy relationship, which is an absolute bonkers. And he had autism. He wanted love. He wanted affection more so than any other child because of these additional needs. And I'm just feeling like he was just pushed aside. He was just ignored. Like, go away. I'm seeing her saying, go away. I've had enough. Go away. Go to bed. Go to sleep. That's not me talking, by the way. That's spirit saying this is what would happen. So they felt with Sebastian out the way, they'll be renewed again as a couple. Coming out of the isolation, rejoining the world. It's funny I said there's a Swinners vibe going on here. I mean, if you were into that activity, I can imagine it was pretty hard with a child to do this kind of, whatever you want to call it. I'm not words. Wow. I mean, God only knows what Sebastian was witnessing with this pair. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing here straight away that they thought they would have their happy family reunion. And I don't mean including Sebastian here. I'm thinking they could feel like if they got custody of Faith, that would be their little family unit and set up. As it's saying here, emotional fulfilment, happy family, family reunions. Oh, how sweet. Not. Domestic happiness, stability, harmony, security, abundance. And isn't this just weird? I've just said happily ever after. And this is what's on the card, guys. Happily ever after. Okay, moving on. Temperance. All right. This is my rugs card as well. So a mixing of substances, getting the balance right, moderating it, adjusting it, pouring. Patience, restraint, adaptation, composure, reflection, search for peace. Good marriage. That's a joke, isn't it? Good marriage. With cheating going on and whatever other seediness were happening. Harmonious relationships. Great talent, creativity and perspective. Here we're given something. Besides his medication. Or given a little bit too much of his medication that he was on. The Magician in the reverse, which is in the upright position, the Magician is a worker, a tool person, has plenty of tools, uses tools in their profession. In the reverse position, it talks about smoke and mirrors, illusions. If you see a magician at a show, they'll pull out a rabbit out of an hat and they make it disappear. It's funny this, isn't it? Because seemingly Sebastian's vanished into thin air. Like, poof. So we got scheming, liar, rascal, swindler, charlatan, unscrupulous, indecisiveness, ineptitude, little will. I had another will card somewhere. Little creativity, insecurity and delays. There's something in the family here. I'm sure I've mentioned the will before. Life insurance. There's something going on here. Oh! Could somebody have left Sebastian some money in a will? And they knew this. Where would that money go if it didn't go to him? Somebody in the comment section, could you find out if there was a will and whether Sebastian was included in this will? I need to find out now. I need to know about this. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is lack of money. Misfortune in the family. Loss. Wow. I can't make this up. Loss of an inheritance. Beware of adventurous projects. Inheritance, guys. I think you were left some money. I wasn't expecting these cards. Okay. Let's get a couple more to finish off the reading. So, let me get this right. If Sebastian was included in the family will and he got some kind of inheritance given, if Sebastian disappeared, would they get that money? Money again. I've got 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. When it's in the reverse, it's just, there's no money. It's just, yeah. Obstacles that must be overcome to avoid having material losses. No, guys, I'm thinking there's money in this. Removing the old, letting go of people. Ridding possessions, affairs, generosity and sharing. Is this a family thing? One, two, three, four. 4 of them. Wait a minute. Katie, Chris, Seth, Sebastian. This is unable to hold on to money. The strength in the reverse. Abuse of power. Lack of courage. Lack of strength. And I do feel that Sebastian was overpowered on that night. For sure. He tried to fight. I think he tried to fight. But he were quickly overpowered by one person. And you know who I'm talking about here. Mr. Chris Proudfoot. Allegedly speaking. Discord, ruin, weakness, stubbornness, abuse of power, impatience, recklessness, rudeness, callousness, harshness and cruelty. Yeah, that's exactly what we're happening here. Cruelty. You should be done for abuse and neglect. You should be. You should be locked up. Oh, gosh. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Jealous, weak and intolerant, arrogant, reckless, overconfident. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, cocky. Very cocky character. Loud. Yeah, I've heard him speak. He is loud. Boastful. The one who promises much but does not deliver. I wonder if that's how he worms his way around these women. Mr. Prince Charming. Not. Frustration, discord and quarrelling. Oh yeah, I imagine there were a lot of fights in Sebastian's home. And I think he got the blame for it. Even though really there were problems between the two of them and it had nothing to do with Sebastian whatsoever. But they made him the scapegoat. Let's get one more card. Just to tie it up now. Defeat. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you the cards. Forgot. Five of Swords, lack of communication, self-sabotage, self-sacrifice, change, deception, alienation, intimidation, abuse of power. Oh, presto! Abuse of power. We must have that 4 or 5 times now. So you are a despicable man. Aggression, harassment. Oh yeah, you've been known for harassing YouTubers. Yeah, these cards are spot on. Assault, bullying. Yeah, you are a bully. And you know something else. You know something with bullies. They prey on the weak and they prey on the vulnerable. So guess what makes that makes you? A very small, pitiful man. And I don't care if you watch this. I really don't. I'm speaking the truth. Oh, crime and sexual assault here. Murder and surrender. Just wow. Just wow. Alright, I'm just going to get a postcard from Spirit, see what Spirit wants to finish off with today, because this is quite a negative reading here. See what Spirit's got to say. One final message before I finish the video. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good, because of this experience, requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Well, isn't that interesting? Because I said in yesterday's reading that Katie Proudfoot were carrying a burden. If you are listening to this video, Katie, please release that burden. It will make you polar. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. I think this is a personal message from Sebastian to his mum, Katie Proudfoot, here. I think he's saying, admit to what went on that night and release yourself of the burden you are carrying. Okay? I'm going to leave the reading here, guys, for today. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Also, if you can press the like button, subscribe please, it really helps this channel, and hit the notification bell for the next video. And as always, look after yourself, look after each other, and bye bye for now.